And on top of everything, I wasn't live for the first like 10 minutes. Oh my fucking god. Everything is a clusterfuck today. Jesus fucking Christ. First, my ROM doesn't work. Then I download a different one, which also doesn't work. In the meantime, I make a overlay and everything for this game. Turns out, I have the wrong name, and I don't have the Photoshop file for the overlay anymore, because I also use that for the thumbnail, because I'm stupid. Then I started the stream, complaining about all of this, and OBS fucks up, so it doesn't automatically publish my... Fucking hell! Okay, let's get this started with. What are we doing? I didn't read anything. Are we reading a book? Let's read the book. So, today... we're doing this. I don't know. The running shoes. Perfect. We have a speed button. That's much better. I don't know if we'll be like just doing this instead of the theft log for the rest of the month. If we'll be doing the theft log starting next week. If I can get a ROM to work for that before then, probably. I mean, I probably should have just tried to get a ROM for that like over the last week, but I kind of just forgot. So I have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Never played this game before, so that's gonna be an interesting experience. Clearly not over here. I mean, let's see how many Saturdays this month has, because we've only got 4 Saturdays this month. So if I don't do the theft log this week, I only have 3 more weeks to do the theft log in, meaning that we'll not get very far. You don't seem very interesting either. Hello, old man. Do you have anything to say? Oh my, I've never seen a flower like this. I wonder why it's so white. That is racist. Is it? Feels racist. Totem pole, civilization, earthquake. Yeah, I've played Civ before. Is this the... I don't even know what that means. Is this where I get my starter? That's all I need to know. You can use field modes like cut and surf. I am aware. I played Pokemon before, thank you very much. I see an item! No one Ultraman Theft Log will be only the first island before the September ends. Yeah. Also, I have no idea how well I will do against the Totem Pokemon in a Nuzlocke format. Eventually I'll have to go and do that in through the years, assuming that we make it through Gen 5 and 6. Though we're pretty far through Gen 5 at this point, so... Okay, can't go cable car. Can I walk to the... I can. Go. I kind of assumed that since every route was blocked, I couldn't go here either. Apparently I can Euro Ghost. Apparently I can go here. I'm just running through this. So, will you bring it all? Oh, shall I bring it up? How do you want to do it? Bring what up? Exactly. Why is there creepy music on the beach? There shouldn't be creepy music on the beach. Indecipherable language. Wait a second, can I just... Huh. When you walk away from it, it just stops the dialogue box. Wait, does that work with every NPC? No, it does not. It's... okay, the Mario thing. I mean, I put my rough opinions on... Okay, we just go back up. I put my rough opinions on that in Discord. I don't care for the most part, honestly. The 3D Mario collection seems neat. Seems bullshit that it's limited time for a digital release though. We have... wow. My voice is... I did a lot of recording today, to be fair. I don't know where I'm going. The real life cards, I guess are fun toys. And it's really literally what I probably wanted when I was a kid. I don't give a shit. Anymore, anyway. But, yeah, what are our starters options? Chimchar, Turtwig, and Piplup. So, nothing interesting. Let's go with Chimchar, because why the fuck not? And let's call you... I'm going to call you Paul. Am I going to call you Paul? I'm going to call you Paul, because that's ironic. You're female, so fuck that. So yeah, the Mario All-Stars 3D. I'm going to call you Rick. Is a really fun idea. And it's probably going to come back after it's a limited release, but I am just very annoyed by the fact that... Do I have Pokeballs? That a digital release is being limited to only being available for 6 months. I get it. If it's a physical, like a physical game, you're not going to keep printing that game indefinitely. Especially since it's an anniversary kind of thing, right? But this is a digital release. It literally, everything you need is like a couple of gigabytes on a server somewhere. Which doesn't seem like that much for a company like Nintendo. So, I hate it. And then there's Super Mario 35, which seems like an awesome idea, but then I heard it's actually also going to be limitedly available. And not only as a download, it's just going to shut off servers after 6 months. Which is bullcrap. And yet I cannot buy potions. So hold on a moment. I was going to say, am I just getting thrown into the world without Pokeballs? Because that doesn't seem very, very good. So yeah, both of those being limited to being able to only be bought for 6 months or only be played for 6 months in the case of Super Mario 35. I mean, I know that online games in any capacity aren't going to be supported forever. But at least, like, more than 6 fucking months. I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to eventually maybe being able to play... Super Mario 35. If I eventually, like, get a Switch at some point. It's not going to happen within the next 6 months. So I'm just not going to be able to play that game, apparently. Hey, how are you? I am... thoroughly annoyed is the right way to put it, I think. Wait. Do I actually go into my bag and open? Oh my god. That's real cool. The fact that you actually open the package. Does it include... It does not include Pokeballs. Because of course it doesn't. But now that I have a Pokédex, I get Pokeballs. Okay, so... Now the question becomes, is this a Nuzlocke or is this just a normal run? I didn't actually look. I was fully prepared. Rock climb, eh? Okay. I was fully prepared to be playing... But dude, nice. To be playing Ultra Moon as a theft lock today, and then that didn't happen. So... I don't know if this is supposed to be a Nuzlocke. I'm going to assume, for the time being, that this is supposed to be a Nuzlocke. And I just catch the first thing I run into in every round. We are going to call... What are we going to call Badoo? Guys, give me a name. Give me a name for Badoo while I drink water. Because, holy crap, has the music been that loud all along? You should have said something about that. I have no idea what this ROM hack is. I wasn't even planning on playing this, but I kind of fucked up with downloading the Ultra Moon ROM. So I'm playing this now, because otherwise there wouldn't be a stream tonight, or I would be like a full hour late. So I have no idea what this game is and how grindy or difficult it is. So I don't know if Nuzlocke is a good idea. I'm going to try and at least abide by the first capture rules for the Nuzlocke, because that gives a little bit of variety to the team. If nobody's giving a name, I gotta come up with one myself. Rosebud as the... Oh my god, are we going full Citizen Kane here? I think we're going full Citizen Kane here. I think... Technically speaking, I think in the subtitles for the Citizen Kane film, Rosebud is one word. I'm gonna go with 2. It might not be a Citizen Kane reference, it might just be because it's a Rosebud. I am aware. I'd like to think people watching me are somewhat cultured, so just please let me have that illusion to myself. Or maybe you actually mean it, and I don't know, I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't get a Zigzagoon. Because Zigzagoon, well, Zigzagoon has the pickup ability, which is pretty good. But as far as type diversity goes, what is this? An ancient tablet, I don't give a crap. Let's see. A Meryl, a water type. Oh my god, I actually have a grass, a water and a fire type now. Assuming I catch this one, but that shouldn't be maybe a bit. Okay. We're going to call you Peekaboo because originality. Nope. There you go. There you go. Almost fucked that one up, didn't I? Gotta go back to the Pokémon Center right away. A low town would have been both the other types. Oh my god. I'm very glad I took Paul as my starter Pokemon here, because water and grass types are in no short supply. Apparently. Also, OBS keeps telling me there's 0 people watching, while there's certainly 2 people in chat, and YouTube actually says there's 3 people watching, so the fuck does OBS now? To be fair, I guess that OBS didn't make a connection to YouTube very well because it couldn't publish my stream, so I'm just going to I'm just gonna go ahead and trust the YouTube. Do I need a secret potion for this or something? Fuck. The YouTube chat and stuff as well. Sometimes YouTube also pushes messages through which don't come through OBS, Streamlabs. It's kind of weird. I have no idea where I'm Oh, hold on a second. There's a cave over here. Right, there's a cave over here somewhere. First rival fight. Here we go. Against the Piplup. You know what? I've got a level 3 Rosebud with Absorb, which actually is dealing more damage than I thought it would. Let's go into Peekaboo now and tackle. I feel like the font is different in this game. Like, it looks a lot alike, but I feel like the font in the... Maybe it's just the size of the font. I feel like it's... No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm just an idiot. For a moment there it looked slightly different, but doesn't look like it actually is different. So now we go through this, right? Yeah, we do. And we get a rock and roller. So how does that evolution work in this ROM hack? I'm assuming just at a certain level it evolves. And that was the first try capture. That's nice. What are we going to call a rock and roller? We can call it Idiot after me. We're not going to call it Rocky. Just putting it out there, we're not going to call this thing Rocky. Look, if we want to call it the Boulder, I'm listening. Even though it's a female rock and roller, so that doesn't really work either. Europa rock and roller? You know what? Tough. Didn't I already name something tough last time around? I'm gonna call you Terra. Because it's literally Terra. Like Earth. It literally is Earth. So that makes a certain amount of sense to me. And I've been playing Kingdom Hearts. So there you go. Though the Terra story is now over. We are starting the Venta story. We started the Venta story this week. I think today is actually the first real episode going into Dwarf Woodlands. The font is different. So it is. Now I gotta check. Is it different? I feel like maybe it's this font right here in the battle menu that's different. Okay, certainly the moves have a different font. This is like amber looks like ander. Amber. An an instead of an am. So that's definitely a, at least for the capitals. Oh, maybe it's not all caps. That is a very good point. Maybe it's just not all caps. That actually makes a lot of sense. A lot more sense than the font being different. Because these are all fully all caps, and this don't look really that different. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's just a matter of different capitalization then. Hello, Spinnerack! I don't think you'll be able to do much against me. Okay, you can poison me. Fair game. Very fair game. Ah, it's gonna take fucking forever to level you up, isn't it? Well, we've got Paul, so we can just tear through everything. Probably should have switched back out into Rock and Roller for that one. So how was your week? My week, we're gonna get into that in a moment. Looks like the font size is also slightly smaller. That could also be it. Though, if it's just different capitalization, like lower caps, obviously, we're not playing those local rules. Fuck that. Lower caps obviously would also be smaller characters, so maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe just lowercase. I don't know. My week has been not very productive. Honestly. Not a lot happened in my week, in my life. So, no good stories either, I don't think. I bought a thing today. One of those hand air pumps for your bicycle. Turns out my tire wasn't flat. Like, it was just, it's absolutely destroyed. I need to like have it fixed. I can't just like pump some more air into it because it leaks out right away anyway. And it's really uncomfortable to ride a bike with a flat tire. So, guys, I'm not using that bike anytime soon again. Usually I'm fairly productive. Hold on. Usually I'm fairly productive. Like, either for work-related stuff or, like... I mean, a lot of... I'm not throwing shade at anybody here, but like a lot of content creators or YouTubers or whatever you like to call them that don't do this full time end up not really like sticking to a schedule, especially if that's more than one video a day on average. I keep it up. I keep that shit up. So you get the fuck out of here with me not being productive. I'm productive as hell. So, that being said, I know it's sarcasm, I'm just trying to rail on somebody and there's nobody else here to rail on. Normally I'm fairly I mean, I'm not super productive always. I do have my days where I just don't do shit. But I think that's also part of productivity, is taking time off and sometimes just doing nothing. Just like recharging a bit. You can't go like full productivity 24/7. You need some time to recharge as well. You, sir, look like you've been stuck here for quite a while. And you don't have anything else to say to me. So, yeah, that was the basis of my week. Anyway, now, it wasn't a good one. It was not a good one, to be fair. So at first I thought I just spent like €8 on a shitty-ass pump. But then I figured, you know what? This bike hasn't seen any maintenance for a while. It's probably more so the fact that the tires are absolutely destroyed than the pump not being good enough. Again, it was just like an €8 pump I found in like the first store I walked into. So, not a quality, like, high level pump at all. It's a very fiddly one. It's one that has a feature which actually infuriates me. Because it has a feature with, I've got it here right now. It's got two little holes. One for, like, apparently, I did not know this, but apparently American bikes and European bikes have different, like, what's the word? The thing you put the pump on to pump air into the tire. Apparently those are different in America and Europe. So this one has a feature, I don't know if you can hear the sarcasm in my voice, where it has a hole for both. So you have one pump and you can put it on an American bike or a European bike. Which I imagine as an American in Europe, first off, how the fuck do you get your American bike to Europe? Because you're not taking that on the plane with you. But that aside, you get your bike over here somehow. I don't know how, but you get your bike over here. And you take it with you and go on like a biking holiday. Sure. Not my kind of thing, but to each their own, I guess. You're probably going to have a rough time trying to find a pump with an American like thing on it. The issue with a pump with two holes is that if you pump, air comes out of both. Meaning that it doesn't work very well, because when you want to pump into your tire, there's more pressure there, so it means that most of the air you're pumping comes out of the hole that isn't being filled. So it is a bad pump, is what I'm trying to say. It's a real bad pump. But I think it should still work. Not very well, but it should still work. It did not work. Bike valve, that's the word I'm looking for, thank you. Bike related topic, got a attachment for my bike to cycle indoors. That is... Okay, so you have one of them, like fitness bikes, but it's actually your bike? Is that what I'm hearing? Because that's actually kind of cool, because those fitness bikes are hella expensive. Well, not hella expensive, but they can run quite... What the fuck are you? You Oracle Fairy. What? What? I'm gonna catch you, maybe? I'm confused. Did I get any more Pokeballs? I did. Wonderful. Okay, I guess, Oh wait! We get experience for catching Pokemon as well. That is a feature that was added to this ROM too. I love this ROM so far. Yep, only need to remove my back wheel and attach a chain to it and then just go bike. That's actually really cool. I imagine that's a lot cheaper than an actual, like, fitness bike. I know fitness bike is not the proper terminology for it. I don't know the actual word because... Do I look like a guy who, like, does a lot of fitness? Well, I don't look fat, but... still, I don't do a lot of fitness. We're going to call you... what are we going to call Clefairy? It's a female Clefairy. It was a very surprising encounter. It looked like it would be a shiny in the Overworld sprite. It wasn't. I got an idea. We're gonna call you Almost Chew. Because you were almost the mascot for Pokemon. But Pikachu stole our title from you. So you're Almost Chew! I am... Also, we have a piece of the Triforce here, I guess? Spinning bikes are less expensive. However, what makes a... how do you even pronounce that? Like, Taxic? Expensive is that there's a lot of hardware, software related stuff, while fitness bikes is just a bike without wheels. Fair enough. I guess the ones I was imagining were the ones with like a display on it as well, which like showed you your speed, how far you'd biked, all that kind of stuff. So like the more luxury ones, I guess. I'm assuming there's also just like straight up cheaper one. Pronounced as tax. So why not just like drop the C? Is my question. Because if you drop the C, it literally spells tax. Which might not have great like connotations for people, because they're like, tax? I don't want to buy tax! That being said, wouldn't you want to buy tax? If you could like spend money to get taxes, like not to pay more taxes obviously, but... Oh, wait a second, that's just like how capitalism works, isn't it? Well, not specifically taxes, but that's I have no idea where I'm going. I'll go back up to the surface and heal. That's how capitalism works, because that's pretty much just like what investing is. Like, if you buy a share, you get money. So if you spend money, you get money. It's real stupid how that system works. It's like... We're not going to get into economics here today, because I am not a person you should be asking about that. I have a basic understanding of, like, what differentiates capitalism from communism from socialism. And not much more than just that. Apparently Terra's already level 7. I didn't even notice that. I did watch, it's unrelated and not very maybe safe for YouTube from advertising perspective, but I'm not running ads on these streams anyway, so who gives a shit. The government introduces a bike tax, so you need to pay taxes to use bike paths. Then it's time for a revolution. Fair enough. I don't think... I mean, if you have a car and you drive on the road, you're paying tax. Like, extra tax to drive on the road. Like, road tax. Right? But you don't have to do that for a bike. So who the fuck is paying to keep the bike lanes? Well, actually, the bike lanes are in a... on average, in a worse state than the roads. Like the car roads. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense now that I think about it. Also, ever been in Belgium? Because they have less taxes on like car-related stuff there. And their highways are fucking horrible. Which is why we pay taxes. So that we don't, like, get brain damage every time we drive down the highway. This is a very Dutch-related topic, I am aware. Because nobody in any other country can relate to the difference between the two highways in two countries they've probably never been to. We're here again. Yeah. I know, right? Paying more money to the government means that the government has more money to, like, spend on shit. to make our lives better? Who would have thought? Because if we don't give it to the government to do it, nobody's gonna pay for it themselves, even if it costs the exact same amount. People are weird and stupid. Probably you're not a steel type yet, so that should not have done that. And yeah, I'm dead. I guess we go into Rosebud, give a potential bit of experience to Rosebud. Not that much. More Drillbud! Sure. Come my way. Please. I'll absorb all of you. Anyway, where are we going? Hello, it's a Weedle! I got a Soothe Bell. Oh, that's very nice to have this early in the game, honestly, a Soothe Bell. I guess we're actually not doing that badly as far as levels go so far. I think the level curve in this game might be very subtle. And I am a fan of that idea. And I'm definitely, by the way, going to give the Soothe Bell to Badoo, because I just realized that Badoo is a friendship evolution. Behind the scenes topic, are you close to beating Black and White? I'm recording some more tomorrow. I have just finished recording Dragon Spiral Tower. So I need to do the Relic Castle next. And I'll start recording that tomorrow. So it's probably going to be 1 episode Relic Castle. Maybe 2 episodes Relic Castle. I don't remember how long Relic Castle is. So I'm not that far ahead yet. Oh, hey, this is the exit. Wonderful. We found the exit. So I literally only have 1 more video recorded than is uploaded as of right now. The last one was the Bryce gym, the one now with the Wobbuffet. Hey, Marie! I keep running into good Pokemon to add to the team, so I'm not going to be complaining at all about that. Question being, what are we going to call Marie? We're going to call you... I'm going to call you Fluffy, because you're Fluffy. You're not going to be Fluffy once you evolve twice, but right now, you're Fluffy. And let's go back to the Pokemon Center again. I'm starting to think that maybe any GBA game at this point we play, we just like ignore the game audio, because at this point all you're hearing is gobbled mashes of songs. I don't know when Roggenrola gets a somewhat useful move, but actually you're starting to deal some damage. Never mind, you're actually starting to be somewhat useful. So I have no idea. Actually, there's a gym in the town. Maybe I should pay attention to actually what like is places and stuff and things. Ampharos is not Fluffy, however he is Fabio. This game does have Mega Evolutions, doesn't it? I think it does. The Shanks. I don't want the Shanks. Let's get another encounter. Starly, that's way better. So yeah, I'm doing semi-Nuzlocke rules, meaning that I do Nuzlocke rules when I feel like it's appropriate and when it's better for me not to do them, I don't do them. Starly, give me a name. Give me a name. Because I've been coming up with so many bad names, I need a better name. Also, I found something today. While looking for a bike pump, Starscream? Why? I'm gonna call you Roger. Because I just want to move on. So I was looking for the bike pump today. And I came across something else. Because I did not know we had these actually over here. I know what they are. And I know that, like, in America, they're fairly popular, as far as I understand. But, turns out we actually have Reese's here, as well. Which, I was like, I've never had those before. And there are some stores, specific, like, candy-related stores, which sell American candy here. And I'm like, oh, that's fun, right? I mean, different types of like licorice as they are sold more or less with maybe a little bit less like chemicals that will melt through your brain. As they are in America, because licorice here is way, way, way different. They're literally the same move with more PP. So let's go with Bubble. How is Bubble as powerful as Water Gun? That just doesn't seem to add up. Or like there's a whole lot of American candy that we don't really get here. But some specific stores do like stock up on it. And you can get it. Never seen those Reese's before. So, and I wasn't even in a candy store. So I picked some up and I was like, I'm gonna try these. And they're actually pretty good. Oh yeah, I just picked a name, I'm sorry. Yeah, Reese's chocolate. It's actually Reese's, not Reese. Licorice in the Netherlands is either soft, sweet, or salty as the ocean. It's really funny because when you talk to Americans about like licorice over here, they don't even consider the fact that we have salty black licorice. Because they just, that straight up doesn't seem to exist in America. When I'm talking about like licorice, what's going on here? Anyway, so licorice in America, there's like the default is red, which I fucking think is disgusting. Not as disgusting as blue though. So yeah, the default here is black licorice, and when you say black licorice, you're probably thinking about the like a slightly bitterish but still very sweet kind of thing. That's not the one I'm talking about. When I say black licorice, I mean like salty and sweet, and that shit is good. I've never met an American who even likes the sweet black licorice, let alone the salty ones. But salty, like salty-sweet combination black licorice is the default here. That is what we like refer to as like just licorice. Yeah, Twizzlers are red licorice. Just like, where the fuck do I go? There's just a lot of weird stuff, candy-wise, and honestly, I like candy. I like sweets a lot, but that's the one thing. I'm like, it's called double slap. Why do you hit 5 times? Maybe don't try to beat you with him. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, licorice and Twizzlers and stuff. So yeah, I like candy, I like sweets. I also like a little bit of variety in like the taste palette. I don't like just a mouthful of sugar. And even if like it is still a different sweet flavor, I don't like just straight up like sugar in red form. Which pretty much, hello, you must be the gym leader. This is gonna go horribly wrong, isn't it? Which is pretty much what red licorice is, right? It's pretty much just like the Twizzlers. It's pretty much just like concentrated sugar, and it's kind of disgusting. But the Reese's are actually kind of nice because it's chocolatey and there's peanut butter in there, and it's like a pretty nice combination. I mean, peanuts and chocolate go together well. That's nothing new. Obviously, why am I not using Headbutt? That's so much more powerful. So yeah, I'm probably going to lose this fight. Just want to be straight up about that. Favorite licorice variant? I really like the honeycomb shaped licorice. Okay. I don't know how relatable this is going to be worldwide, but there is, I mean, Haribo is an international brand, right? So you probably know that. They have those little fish-shaped licorice things. They're mostly sweet, but like with a hint of saltiness in them. Those are definitely my favorite. That might just be like the taste of nostalgia. Just like being honest with you. It probably is. But also, Rods, why the fuck do you have good moves at level 11? That you're not supposed to be actually good at level 11. What the fuck? The coated ones? Oh, you mean the salt-coated ones? No. Those are way too intense. No, I just mean the normal ones. They have a little, like, natural salt flavor in them. Oh, and that gets me back to the start. Let's do a little bit of grinding. They have a little bit of natural saltiness in them, just like because proper licorice has a bit of salty taste to it. Getting rid of that entirely, it's not licorice anymore. But no, the ones that are actually coated with salt. Oh, well, it's not salt. It's... Oh, no, wait a second. They're not coated with salt. They're coated with, like, the sour stuff, right? Yeah, I don't like that. I used to absolutely love sour candy. Sour candy used to be my shit. But, I don't know. At some point, I just kind of grew out of that. And I've never really enjoyed it since. It's just too bad, because I really... I think I kind of got the same thing out of it as people who really like spicy food. It doesn't actually feel good to eat, right? If you're really like big time into spicy food, it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling in your mouth or butt afterwards. It's not a nice feeling, but it's like it's a certain adrenaline, almost adrenaline. You know what I mean? I can't talk. I've been talking too much today. Probably shouldn't record for like 2-3 hours in a single day anymore before I start the stream. It's a certain rush you get from it, right? Because your body's like, this ain't good, and you're like, oh, but it is. I feel like you kind of get the same thing out of sour candy. The gold bears and the fizzy mix. Fizzy's real good when you eat it, then suddenly have 20 cavities. I mean, that goes for like anything, honestly. But the little gummy bears are really good as well. I really like those, especially since they're so small. I've had bigger ones as well, not the really huge ones. I've seen the huge ones. It's very American to do so, but I've seen the huge ones. They don't appeal to me at all. But I've seen usually the little gummy bears are like, if you take like your index finger, they're about like 1 knuckle deep, right? I've seen ones that are like half a thumb, which is just a bit more, but just a little bit more makes them less tasty. Maybe it's also because it wasn't a Haribo, and it was like a knockoff brand, which just tasted bad. Maybe if Haribo made very big ones, I would still like them. But I feel like the form factor of them being so small and being a little bit chewy and stuff like that, just like what gummy bears are, actually works out to be a very good combination of like size, volume, and taste. £25 gummy bear. Yeah, I would just die just thinking about... Imagine taking an entire bite of gummy bear. It kind of makes me feel sick. Not gonna lie, kind of makes me feel sick. Salted caramel is also really good. Like, it's another one of those things that I'm like, do we really need to define caramel as salted? Because, in my opinion, there's no reason ever not to have it salted. Because if you don't salt it, it's literally just melted sugar. At which point, just give me sugar. Just put some salt in there to like make it taste different than sugar. I don't think that's a very controversial opinion, but why do we still classify it as salted caramel? I feel like it's purely a marketing thing at this point. Because it sounds more interesting. Like, it sounds a little bit more high class, right? Oh, no. I have the salted caramel today, please. I'm feeling a little bit fancy. Like, that must be it. That must be it. I really love it as M&M flavor or ice cream. I'm not that big into it as ice cream, but that's just because ice cream and salt do not mix for me. I just, that doesn't feel right. The M&Ms, I've had them as well. The issue I have with them is that the salted caramel core of the M&Ms becomes way too hard. So you bite through the sugar, which has a bit of a bite to it because of the outer shell, and then it's a little bit like chocolatey, just like the hardness of normal chocolate. And then there's this like pure concentrated ball of like diamond inside. It's like biting into a neutron star. Is what I'm trying to say. It's not a pleasant thing to bite into. It tastes really good, but honestly, I think food has more than just a taste component. Like the mouthfeel of a food and like how tough it is and how chewy it is, they all play into how much I like a food. And the fact that like the consistency of how hard the candy is so inconsistent and weird, makes it so that you kind of end up just like biting off the chocolates and then just like kind of sucking on the caramel salt, which it's not as good that way. If it were like a bit more gooey, I would fucking love it. But the only way to get it a bit more gooey is heating it up. Or having like a different chemical consistency, obviously. But from like just buying them from the store, the only way to heat is to heat them up. And at that point, the chocolate melts. So they're not my kind of thing. That being said, talking about M&Ms, usually they have peanuts inside, and peanuts are amazing, unless you're allergic to them, in which case they're deadly a lot of the time. But there's also these bags of M&Ms here, which have a mix of M&Ms with peanuts or with hazelnuts. And the hazelnut ones, I want them to sell bags with just the hazelnut M&Ms because they're amazing. And a while back, a friend of mine, his brother or something, I think, went on holiday to God knows what country. Some country where they have weird food, apparently. And they brought back almond M&Ms. And those were really, really good as well. I had like a couple. I was like, I'm not going to eat your entire bag because you can't get these here. And they're really good. And they're not mine. Even though I want to eat the entire bag, I'm not gonna. That being said, just making chocolate-coated almonds isn't that difficult, but almonds are expensive. As far as like nuts goes, right? Nuts usually aren't that. I mean, there's certain types of nuts which are expensive, but almonds are like... It's probably because it's a very hipster kind of snack food, but they're expensive. Like, you get a small thing of almonds and you're like broke. Compare that to how many peanuts you can get for the same price. The volume difference is remarkable, to say the least. It's kind of offensive, honestly. I know that probably like growing peanuts is probably like a lot easier because they grow... Isn't a peanut... Like, a peanut is officially not actually a nut, right? A peanut is actually a, what is it called? A legume, I think? That's the wrong move. That always messes me up. Trivia. I've never heard of that nut, but the most expensive nut, 25... I'm guessing dollars? Euros? Per pound? 25 pounds per pound. Okay, so answer me this, because now we're talking about food classification. I don't know, I always feel like when we end up talking about food, those are the best streams. I love it. Talk to me about this. Potatoes. Are they vegetables? Are potatoes vegetables? Chestnuts, acorns, hazelnuts, and fruits. What are we talking about? Like your favorite type of shit? Anyway. Oh, a Litleo! Nice! We're gonna kill you. So yeah, potatoes. Vegetables? I feel like no. I don't know what they are if they're not vegetables, but I feel like they're not vegetables. Because they're very not sweet. They're very specifically not sweet. Also, I think from like a, how would you say that? Botanic point of view? They are a different part of the plant, right? I mean, that being said, no, that doesn't make sense fully, because there are root vegetables, and I guess potatoes, but they're not even roots. They're more like, I mean, onions also have, like, I don't know. Potato is definitely a vegetable, however, they have their own classification as spun. I guess they have to be something, and if they have to be something, they're a vegetable, but I feel like a vegetable, like, by definition, also needs to have a certain sweetness to it, because most vegetables do. But less than fruit. But there's a very clear distinction between fruits and vegetables, right? Fruits are the things grown on plants, vegetables are the plant. So yeah, let's all appreciate the fact that, we're so clever. Tomatoes are fruit. Yeah, they are. I'm sure that if you ask this at like some kind of Michelin star kitchen, they will absolutely crucify you for even suggesting that it's a fruit. Because there's a difference between... I've actually read up about this, because at some point I got absolutely fed up with having this argument with people. There is a difference between what classifies a fruit from a vegetable, depending on like what perspective you're looking at it. Because if you're just purely talking, I think it's called from a botanic point of view, like a botany, like plants and stuff. From a botanic point of view, that is the case. It also has something to do with cell structure, I believe. Though I don't know that for sure. It's been a while since I looked this up. But it's like, if it grows on the plant, it's a fruit. If it's the plant, it's the vegetable. That's the basic, like, rule for that. But in a culinary point of view, it has something to do with the amount of sugar present in any given fruit or vegetable. Beyond a certain point, it is considered a fruit if it has a certain amount of sugar in it. And a tomato actually doesn't. It's a weird relationship between the two of them. It's I don't know the details because it's been years since I looked it up, so it's I'm not very useful in that regard right now. But there is a discrepancy with not only tomatoes. There's other examples as well, where in a kitchen they would tell you it's one thing, and in a garden they tell you it's the other. And it's the most stupid fucking thing ever that we can't agree on definitions for these things. Bell peppers, fruits, or vegetables? That's... I mean... I don't know, like, how they grow. I'm assuming they grow as fruits. But I would call those vegetables. So this might be another one of the examples I couldn't think of. Being... They are the fruits of the plant. But they are considered vegetables. But yeah, bell peppers definitely, and like peppers in general, they are the fruits. They have seeds in them. They are definitely fruits. But that's different, right? They're fruits, not fruit. It's a very subtle difference, but I think that is actually, like, that is the difference. Eggplant, fruits or vegetables? Same answer. They are a fruit. But we use them, like, from a culinary perspective, we use them as vegetables. This is exactly what I mean. There's actually a lot more examples than I initially thought that go the other way as well. Actually, no, it's the exact same thing as the tomato. I don't know why people make such a big deal out of the tomato, because you just came up with two other very often used vegetables that are fruits. Avocado. Avocado is definitely a fruit. That's not a vegetable. But that's not a vegetable that's actually a fruit. Avocado is a fruit. It's actually neither. It's butter. It's like nature butter. It's also like less good than actual butter. I don't hate avocado. If it's on something, I won't take it off. Because it doesn't have any fucking taste other than just tasting green. But it doesn't, I don't know. It's so overhyped. It's really overhyped. Avocado is a fruit, it's a single seed berry. I guess it is, yeah. But yeah, I don't think there's any case to be made for avocado being a vegetable. At all. I mean, it might sound silly saying it tastes green, but when I said it, you knew what I meant. You knew what I meant when I said it tasted green. The same way like anything overripe honestly tastes green. The same way a slightly overripe tomato, it tastes green even though it is red. And it looks just like when it's a little too ripe, it just has that green taste to it. Like you can taste like the plants rather than the fruit, if that makes any sense. Pumpkin, fruit or vegetable? See? I know it's a fruit, but I'm gonna go with vegetable. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. My honest answer is don't eat it. I don't like the taste of pumpkin. Pumpkin is a fruit. Yeah, I mean, it is, but it's also not very edible. I don't know why people like pumpkin. It's not something that's very nice to eat. I just don't understand. Well, it has seeds, so it's a fruit. That's a very nice and easy way to remember it, actually. Does it have seeds? Then it's a fruit, because it's supposed to be like drop from the plant and then make more plants. That being said, not all plants actually. I mean, tomatoes are a real good example because tomatoes have seeds in them. Presumably, those tomato seeds can make other tomato plants, but they also can spread in an asexual way. I forget what the actual term for it is, where if you like take off part of the plant, it has to be more than like just a little bit. If you like cut it, both plants will just keep on growing as their own individual plants, but they are actually like still identically, genetically speaking. I forgot what the actual term for it is. But tomatoes can do both, which is kind of amazing. Rhubarb is... I'm gonna go ahead and say vegetable? Just like in every way potentially possible? I don't see how that would ever be a fruit. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong thing. It is a vegetable. Okay, I was second guessing myself there for a moment and I didn't like it. Okay, so let's give this another shot and start this fight off with Terra. Hopefully we can at least do this gym today. And then we'll see what we end up doing next time, because I have no idea if we'll continue with this game or go to... God damn it! Or move on to the... It's down here, right? Yeah. Okay, Clefairy. Let's start with a headbutt. We can probably three-shot you with a little bit. Okay, we didn't end up doing that. That's okay. That's fine. It's totally fine. Ah, you're especially defensive, aren't you? Suggestions page in Discord after the stream. What's up with that? That sounds like a potential no. It looks very anime. I'll give you that. Which isn't necessarily a good or a bad thing. But we'll see. We will see. Disable. That's not a good time for me. Are you literally going to disable everything I have? Can you even disable more than one move at a time? No, you cannot. Fluffy? This Ralt is being a bit of a issue. Monopoly with RPG elements. That sounds horrible. I gotta check that out. Because if it's actually as horrible as I think it is, that will be like hysterical. Though Monopoly isn't that fun against AI. Though the RPG elements may change that. Can we make it through the Jigglypuff? Always possible for a Spotlight. I guess so. Spotlight's usually more for like more recently released games, but just like looking at a game like that could be fun. Okay, so let's think here. Because he starts off with a Clefairy, then goes into a Ralts, and has a Jigglypuff. So 2 out of 3 of his Pokemon... Wait a second, he's a... He's got Fairy types, which is something I can't really do much against, because I don't have any Poison types. I guess I have to go back and get a Spinarak? Let's get a Spinarak. I don't really want to get a Zubat. Maybe I can get a Zubat. A Drillbur ain't bad. Whismur, don't care. Used to be a mascot, actually. Way back when. Just give me something that's point. I'll take a Zubat at this point. Okay, I'm gonna start killing everything I... Hello! Makuhita. Bye, Makuhita. Drillbur. I'll try to catch you if you don't die. You didn't die. Welcome to the team. And we leveled up from that. Drillbur is going to be called... I don't know. What is Drillbur based on? Do we have anything like related to Drillbur that I can think of right now? What is the dude from The Incredibles called? Underminer, I think? The Underminer. Yeah, it's the Underminer. We're gonna call it Underminer. While people are spamming the fuck out of me on Fiverr. Drillbur is actually a way better name. Let's go with that. That's a way better name. Drillbur. There we go. Place in box 1. We're probably not going to be using it for this gym, but it'll be... I don't really care about Geodude, it's a thing. The Rook type... maybe the next Geodude I'll capture. I'm not going to get another Drillbur. But I do want to evolve into a Monferno before going into the gym again. Dwebble didn't survive, never mind. Don't even get a choice as to whether or not I want to catch it or not. I think I evolve at level 15, 14, potentially even. That would be nice. Because at that point I think I get Mark Punch, which would be real nice to have. Please don't. Okay. You killed the thing I wanted to have. Thanks, Paul. Really came through there for me. Geodude. If it was a female one, I'd just call it Geo Lady, because I'm original like that. I don't fucking know. Let's call it Meatball. I think I've stole that name from some other YouTuber. But at this point, I am so far beyond caring. I don't even know who I stole it from. Maryland? I feel like it might be a name from Maryland. He's quit anyway, so his name's up for grabs. I feel like that might be Maryland in his hard gold wedlock. Because he had a food naming theme there, I think. And it fits well with the topics of today's stream, so I feel good about stealing that name. Zubat. I'm just gonna call you Infast. Because anytime I run into a Zubat, it's pretty much part of an infestation. Okay, so let's see if Zubat has any useful moves to give us. It's probably gonna be more useful than Almost You. I've got such bad names. Yeah, Badoo. I mean, if Badoo were to evolve, we probably have a pretty decent poison type on our team. But Badoo isn't going to evolve, so we don't have a pretty decent poison type on our team. And let's... They give you so many items so early on, but they don't give you the experience share early on, which is kind of annoying. I literally only have Leech Life. That's not great. This is going to take a while. We're going to beat this gym today. If it's the last thing I do. It probably will be the last thing I do, at least today. And again, next week, I'm not entirely sure yet what we're going to be doing next week. Because I kind of want to continue this, but I also kind of want to play Ultra Moon. Because I haven't played that game since it came out. And it's actually kind of a fun game. And I feel like the Nuzlocke practice wouldn't hurt. Because we're at some point most likely going to go through it in Pokemon through the years, meaning that, again, just knowing how Nuzlocks interact with the totem Pokemon and that kind of stuff might not be a bad idea. So maybe we'll do that for practice purposes. Let's say it's for practice purposes, so I feel better about not continuing this next week. If I can get a working ROM, that is, because holy fuck, that has been an issue today. Again, I was kind of last minute on it, so it's mostly my own fault that I didn't have one. But, I downloaded like 2. I tried to download a third, but it took like 8 hours to download. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to be in time. And then I downloaded 2 others, and neither of those worked. So, sucks to be me. Let's see, when we get to level 14, if we evolve, let's go back into the gym to give it another shot. And in the meantime, we can, I guess, level up Infast, which also could do with a Soothe Bell, because I want a Crobat as soon as possible if we're going to be keeping up with this game. Level 14, not level 14. I swear to God, if level 14 doesn't make me evolve, I'm gonna be upset. This is not gonna make me level 14, I don't think. Reverse psychology, bitch! And actually, it evolves me. Monferno, which means I now get Mark Punch. It does. Great. Better than Leo. Now the only question is, does Fairy resist fighting? I don't know Fairy's resistances very well. I know it's super effective against Dragon, and Dragon is not effective against it. That's all I know. And I think poison is super effective against it as well as steel. Oh yeah, that's not a great matchup to start with. But maybe I can actually supersonic you and deal some damage against you that way. See, sometimes I'm a little clever. Actually, it is working way better than expected. Okay, pull. Moment of truth. Mark Punch is not very effective. You're pure fairy type. You're not even normal type at all anymore. Fuck. Maybe Terra can do something against rolls? Oh, yeah, he can! Oh, that's... Okay, that's good shit. Jigglypuff. Headbutt is disabled. Fine. We can tackle. Can we headbutt again? We can headbutt again! Come on! Kill it! Not that one. But I feel like we win. We've won! And... Well, I don't want to say just in time, because we have like 20 minutes left, but I'm gonna end it here, because we... Unless we get a rifle fight here? No? We don't? Okay, let's go back to Pokemon Center and call it a day for today. It's been a good one. It's been a bit of a short one. We've been live for just an hour and 15 minutes, but... a lot of unexpected things happened very last minute, and I threw together everything that I needed to throw together very last minute, and we had a lot of fun. We talked about food and candy, which always is a good time. So, next week we'll be back, most likely with the Pokemon Ultra Moon Theft Lock for 3 weeks instead of 4 weeks in total, but we'll see. Till then, see you later. Bye.